Hey everybody, welcome to Cheap Comic Collector. This is episode number 194. Yeah, 194. It's the day after Christmas Spectacular, which just basically means it's going to be a much longer episode than usual. I'm trying out some new software that allows me to use my camera phone instead of my laptop camera. Because the laptop camera is crap. You've seen it on the when I try to do the when I show the trading episodes. You've seen how badly the comics show up. So I've downloaded some software that allows me to still use the StreamYard software to make the episode, but allows me to use my camera phone instead. I'll switch it around here. You can see the laptop right there. And so we got a lot of things to go over today. First of all, I want to thank everybody for all the warm wishes, not only for the holidays, but also for inquiring about my mom's health and how I'm doing. We're doing good. We're doing good. My sister just left this morning. I'm actually recording this on December 18th. And my sister just left this morning. And she's been here for a week helping me. So I got to take a little bit of a mental break, and we solved a lot of my mom's problems. I think we took her to the doctor to get her evaluated, and he prescribed some new medication for her that's been doing good. And so things are going pretty well. And what I'm seeing with this software is that I cannot adjust the phone camera the way I would like. It does not appear. So we may have to take that into consideration. I wanted to do it this way for when I do the live stream claim sales, which are coming up. We're going to announce those today. But first off, we're going to start off with this recent addition to the collection. It's another Platinum Age. This one's a Little Orphan Annie in the Haunted House. It's the third book in the Little Orphan Annie series from Couples in Leon. This is from 1927 or 28. I'm not sure. And it's pretty much the same as the regular Fellers. It's the same layout as that book. It's got a foreword that's basically written by the characters. It's supposed to be coming from Little Orphan Annie. And the story is pretty good. It's a little old-fashioned, but basically she investigates a haunted house that is actually being used by some crooks. And I haven't gotten to the end yet. I'm almost there. But this was in amazing shape. I got this for less than $10. Again. Excuse me. And that's pretty much unheard of. I'm just really, really happy to get that. And I'm just going to put the other regular Fellers one right next to it. You can see that they're the same size, same binding, pretty much exactly the same format. And they look really good together. I'm really happy to get that in there. So we got that in the other day. Originally, what this episode was going to be, before I decided to go all supersize on you, was a review of Aquaman and the Others. So we're going to get that done too. Let me try going up here again. Seems like there ought to be some way to zoom this in, but I don't see anything. That's unfortunate that it will not let you do anything there. So, all right. So I'm going to do the best I can here. I thought I was going to have two hands to work with, but I'm only going to have one. So this is Aquaman and the Others series. It went for 11 issues. I only have the first 10. And I had never heard of this. Didn't know who the characters were other than Aquaman, of course. And honestly, after reading it, I still don't know a lot about these characters. They were apparently introduced in the regular Aquaman series. They are a team of superpowered people who Aquaman teamed with before the Justice League was formed, at least in the new 52 version of the DC Universe. So it was pretty good. I enjoyed it, but I mostly enjoyed it because of the new characters. Like this guy is called POW, and he's awesome. He has a bunch of ghosts that go around with him, and he can use their abilities and kind of channel them through him. And they're all people that died that he fought alongside in the war. So a very interesting character. I would like to see that character get developed. He in the course of this series, one of the characters, one of the ghosts, is actually a traitor and takes over his body, and so he has to fight for that. This is another character, kind of a jungle queen, Shanna of the jungle type person. And art was phenomenal in this, just really good stuff. And it was fun. It was a fun series. Unfortunately, I read it over 2 weeks ago, and I don't remember a whole lot of the details about what happened. They fight some Russians, the KG Beast, and Batman's not in this. That was actually a preview of something else. And so I'm just going to show the covers. This was a good series. I enjoyed it. Like I said, I didn't get I didn't have the last issue, so I don't really know how it ended. But I would recommend this to someone. This is good. This is quite well written, beautifully drawn, interesting new characters, and it was fun. It was fun. And if I keep going through this stuff this fast, this might not be such a long episode after all, which is cool because that'll give us time to go through more books, which is what I was actually planning on doing today. So that's Aquaman and the others. These will all be for sale. If anybody wants to buy this set, let's see, there's 10 issues. So $2 an issue, that's $20. So if anybody wants to buy the set, I'll sell it for $18. Let's put those over here now. But all those sets will end up on the claim sales too. So if you don't want to commit right now, they will show up again. And let's see, we got Platinum Age done, we got Aquaman and the others done. Let's talk about the eBay rant that I was going to do, because I had a rant all set to go. Yesterday I was planning this. I made the thumbnail, and then this morning I woke up and the problem was solved. So, but I am going to explain to you what happened, and has nothing to do with this box, but this box says eBay on it, so I'll focus there for a second. And so you guys are familiar with Dr. Skull. I've been buying some books from him on eBay. He started watching the channel. So, hey, Dr. Skull, if you're watching, Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays. And thanks for taking care of this problem, because I really wanted to continue buying from you. So eBay, my account, whenever I go to buy, and it wasn't just his account. I'd go to other people. I tried bidding on some platinum books and I couldn't. eBay would block it, saying that basically people needed to register a payment so that there could be immediate payment at the end of an auction, because apparently some people are having a problem with people not paying. Yeah, so I'm going to turn this around so you're actually looking at me. Ta-da, there I am. Okay, so I reached out to Dr. Skull. He didn't really know about it. said go ahead, that he combines shipping and all that, and I already knew that, so I decided to take a chance. I went ahead, I registered the payment, I bid on a bunch of books, and sure enough, later that day, eBay started charging my card individually for each auction. So you win a 99-cent comic auction, and they charge you $6, $7 for shipping, and so you're paying $8 a book. Obviously, that doesn't work for what we do around here, and so I reached out to him. I reached out to eBay. We were trying to figure out what was going on. eBay actually called me back. The customer service department called me back, and they said what I needed to do was go in and take out the payment method. So they walked me through that. If you go into your accounting, there's a little thing, and you just delete it. You hit a delete button. It takes the payment option away for that. And then, of course, the automatic system has a fit, because then it can't charge you for what you're winning. So it starts sending you threatening emails. But it was good. It was fine. It wasn't the charge wasn't going through. So as long as I ignored the emails, I should be okay. But then the next morning, I go to he's added some more stuff, so I want to bid on more stuff, and the payment requirement is back. So I went ahead and I registered the payment, and I bid on everything I wanted to bid on, and then I took the payment off so it couldn't charge me. And that's when it went nuts. It started threatening me with various things. That the seller would cancel my auction if I didn't pay right away, blah, 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 blah. Meanwhile, of course, I'm talking to him, the actual seller, and he's willing to wait 14 days because he'll combine shipments. He'll combine books because he realizes that the shipping is what kills the fun. And meanwhile, eBay wouldn't let him refund the ones that went through. So he's actually sending me a first package with a whole bunch of books to make up for the fact that I overpaid. I don't know what I'm getting, so that'll be a nice surprise, and I'm kind of looking forward to it and see what he sends. But meanwhile, it looked like I wasn't ever going to be able to bid on eBay again, because if I had done the thing again and bid on another, posted the payment method and then bid on something, it would have automatically gone ahead and ran through all my pending charges from the previous auctions. So I was stuck not being able to bid on anything. So I reached out to the seller again, explained to him what was going on, and kind of encouraged him to try and maybe do a different method other than eBay. And but then I woke up the next morning. I did plan on doing this rant and showing you the screen with the messages and everything. And now, but in the meantime, overnight, sometime he found the solution. eBay has apparently they've rolled this out in one of their new things, but they haven't activated for all users. So there's a setting on the seller's side buried in their settings that they have to turn off if they don't want automatic payment. On the buyer's side, you don't have any choice. You have to put in the automatic payment method, and then it will charge your card, which is fine for most auctions, but not for something like this where you're buying something for 99 cents and you want to combine 40 different auctions. But he found the setting. He reached out to some other eBay sellers. They helped him out. He found the setting, he turned it off, and now I can bid. So, but I wanted to tell you guys anyway, in case this happens to you, you can reach out to the sellers, because not all of them know about this. This is something new that eBay started. They've slowly been rolling it out, and people are having problems with it. There's sellers that are having issues with it. There's buyers that are having issues with it. Other people think it's wonderful because they get paid right away. So it all depends on the what's going on in the particular auction and what you're dealing with. But when we're dealing with comic books and we buy them one at a time, obviously that could be a problem for a lot of people. So Want to put that out there. There is a solution, but it's on the seller's side. So if that happens to you, reach out to the seller and explain to them that there's a setting somewhere so that they can find it and talk to eBay or whoever and figure it out. But anyway, Dr. Skull figured it out. And I was able to bid on another 20 auctions or so this morning to fill out my what will hopefully be an order if I actually win the stuff. Hopefully I will win most of it. And so that's it. There was a happy ending. I thought I was going to have this whole rant ready to go. And that's not what happened. So happy ending thanks to his diligence. And so that's good. So we got Platinum Age done. We got Aquaman and the others done. We got the eBay kind of rant done. And wow, that's like half the show. And trading program. I had got who reached out to me? Josh, I think, reached out, wanted to know if I was going to add any more traders in soon. I was deliberating back and forth about what to do about that because I'm going to start doing the claim sales. Does it really make a whole lot of sense for me to necessarily trade stuff if I'm trying to sell stuff? But the trading is a lot of fun and I want to keep doing it. So we are going to add some trades, new books into the trading program because I've been accumulating them ever since we started with that. So let me turn the camera back around here. And I'm going to grab the books. There they are in the corner. So this is Josh's stack over here. This is a stack we're going to go through today to show you the trade, and everything in this box is what's being added in. So we're going to pull those out. And we're going to show you those. And I am going to go ahead and put this camera back up here. What I can try and do, actually, oh, is it still active? Yeah, it's still showing me. Okay, yeah, my phone turned off, so I can't see it. There it is. All right. All right, so what I'm going to try and do is raise the books up. So give me a second here. I'm going to grab some short box lids that I have sitting here. And we're going to see if that works. Now, I don't necessarily want to show the labels. Oh, what the heck. You know what? It's got my address on there, but if everybody gets my address anyway that wants to trade and stuff with me, so who cares? It'll be covered up most of the time. Let's see if we can do one more higher. See if that works. Got to figure it out for the auction anyway. That's about right. That fills up the screen nicely. All right, so these are all books that are going directly into the trading program that you haven't seen yet. At least you haven't seen them as part of the trading program. So keep that in mind if you want to trade or if you have a trade in progress. These are all new. We got Batman Legends of the Dark Knight. This is number 16. Part of the Venom storyline. Nice cover. And we have the Spectra number 2 from the 1988 series. This is from 87 actually, but you know, most of it was in 88, 89, I think. Another nice cover. And here's a Spectra number 10. Blue Devil number 23. And I noticed that there's a glare again. I got to get rid of that glare somehow. How can that be? What can I do? Can I turn the light off? I don't think that'll work. Nope, way too dark. Okay. All right, well, we're just going to keep going for now. We got Batman 456, which probably would sell for $2, but oh well. Legion Annual number 3. I guess I'm going to have to just take stuff out of the bags because it's pretty much the bags that are glaring really bad, it looks like. Superman Wonder Woman number 10. Spectre number 19. Fantastic Four number 8 from 97. 52 number 24. 52 number 32. That cool Sasquatch cover that I've shown before. DC You're the Villain number 1. That's a one-shot. And Claw the Unconquered number 2, 1975. I have a number 3 written down here, but it says number 2 on the cover, so I misread it when I wrote it. Action Comics 23.3, the Lex Luthor cover. This isn't the special cover. This is just the normal cover. Camelot 3000, number 8. Convergence, number 4. Convergence, number 8. Convergence Adventures of Superman, number 1. Now, I do have that Convergence set for sale that I showed in a previous episode. Those will be going into the live stream sale too. And I did promise that if somebody buys that, I would throw all these Convergence issues in there with the alternate covers. Convergence, Nightwing, and Oracle. So basically, if you buy the set, you pay for the set, but you get doubles of a lot of the issues with the variant covers. I don't have all of them. This is obviously this is my favorite one, actually, out of all the covers, Plastic Man and Freedom Fighters. I love how they drew Plastic Man like that. But so those will all go into that set if somebody buys this set. But Batman Legends of the Dark Knight, number 7. Pretty early issue of that. Gotham Academy, number 2. Civil War 2, number 3. Justice League America, 28. Warlord, number 55, by the Mike Grell. Grimjack, number 33. Grimjack, 34. Grimjack, 37. And number 46. John Sable Freelance, number 53. John Sable Freelance, number 34. Legion of Superheroes, 37, from the 1987 series. Batman, 492. Batman Legends of the Dark Knight, number 19. And another Legion of Superheroes. This was number 42, the Millennium crossover issue where Laurel Kent turns out to be a manhunter. Oh, I just gave that away, I guess. Oh, well, it is, what, 1988, so it is very old. Batman Gotham After Midnight, number 11, Monster Mash. Spectra, number 6. Spectra, 17. Blue Beetle, number 4. And Convergence Superman Man of Steel, number 2. Claw the Unconquered, number 7. Claw the Unconquered, number 18. Still has the bicentennial black corner, which was designed to be cut out and sent in for a Superman belt buckle. Conan the Barbarian, number 120. Countdown to Final Crisis, number 8. Avengers Arena, number 5. Marvel Saga, number 4. Marvel Saga, number 12. And Marvel Saga, number 7. And number 6. Batman, number 42 from 2015. And there's number 45. Number 48. Number 52. Number 25. Number 24, nice Catwoman cover. Number 28, 29, 38. We're sliding off camera here a little bit. Not sure why that is. And here we have Camelot 3000, number 1. Whoa, whoa, whoa. It's the big collapse of boxes. All right. So obviously I need to work on this. This is number 38. Batman, Camelot 3002. Camelot 3000, number 3. Number 4. Number 5, Hubba Hubba. And number 7. So that's it. Those are all the new traders that are going into the trading program. So, Josh, I hope there's something there you like. I do have the other books that you requested standing by. And obviously that didn't work very well either. I have to figure out a way to do this zoomed in without glare. All right. Well, stay tuned because we are going to have the announcement of when the live claim sales will begin, when the live shows will begin. And so we are going to do that. Let me turn this back on and let's see what's in this magic shoebox that I got from the Kendall Kid. Because he had a very unique trade. He didn't want to choose books. He asked me, he said he was going to send me a bunch of books. And I get to send him a bunch of books. Now, he requested Marvel. So I will be sending him mostly Marvel, a couple Batman, because he said Marvel or Batman. And but let's go through what he's got here. And this will show you, this will give you a little bit of a preview of what we're going to start doing. Because what these episodes are going to become is, as I go through the boxes, the long boxes and the other boxes and all these other boxes, he sent in a lot of books. He sent in 64 books. So I'm going to call this the magic shoebox that he sent these in because it is a shoebox. And, I mean, the comics just didn't stop coming out of this thing. So I'm going to nickname that the Kendall Kid's Magic Shoebox that he sent me. And so I'm going to take a seat. These are going to be a little bit farther away, but if I'm sitting down here, I can see the glare better. So I can lift them up and show them like that so you can see the covers better. So these are what he sent me. I don't know if I'll show what I'm sending him or not because it will take quite a bit of time to go through that many books. And I have to sort these as I go through them. And basically, enough said is he pretty much wiped me out of all my Marvel books that were in the trading program. So he's getting some good stuff. I got some good stuff. He's had a really cool mix. I really enjoyed going through these. So thank you, Kendall. Thanks for the trade. This was fun. I had a lot of fun going through these. They came today, the day my sister left. So I was a little down because she was leaving, but I felt good about where my mom was at and things that we managed to get for her. And we fixed up the house a little bit, and things are good. Things are looking up a little bit. So, okay. So after this, we'll make the announcement for the live streams and the claim sale. But this is what he sent me. He sent me Action Comics 875. And even though this is a modern book, it's an Action Comics I don't have, so it's going into my collection because I don't. Action Comics is one of the series that I'm going to still try and collect all the way through. So this one's going into my personal collection. I'm just going to put it right there. And I probably need some sticky notes to keep this straight for myself. So I'm going to grab this. We're just going to mark this my collection. And I'll put it down here. And this is Adventures of Superman 437. It's right in my wheelhouse. I did not have this one currently. I did used to have this one. It's a Millennium crossover. It's from '88, so that's going into my collection as well. Nice book. And oh, this is a book I wanted to show you. American Mythology Dark, Werewolves versus Dinosaurs. Look at that cover. Isn't that gorgeous monster cover or what, man? Just beautiful. I'm going to try and get it up here to the camera so you can see it really good. Look at that. Look at, oh yeah, I like how I can do this and see it on my laptop. That's awesome. Okay. So much easier to show you a good shot of it. So, this is one where it's like, oh, this looks cool. This is issue number 2. It was a 2-issue series. It's from 2016. And I was looking through it and I'm like, this art is amazing. Amazing art. Art is by Matt Frank and Chris Scalf. Stories by Eric Dobson and Chris Scalf. And the story art is fantastic. But what really drew my attention when I was flipping through this was it's got some pinups in the back that are basically, I don't know if they're alternate covers or what they were, but look at this art. This is just fantastic. So this is going in my personal collection too. I can't give this up. So this is this Chris Scalf gallery. And looky. This is the one that really grabbed my attention. This one right here. Oh my gosh. Fantastic art. So, yeah, I'm not selling this one off, even though it's a modern book. I'm keeping this one. Sorry, guys. And then we got Ararak, number 47. Guess what? I didn't have that one either. So it's going in the collection. And here we go. We got Ash number 1 from 1994. This one will go into the sale file. And I mean, that doesn't mean it will sell. So it's basically, what do I want to say? It goes into the collection, but it goes in as one I'm willing to sell. Does that make sense? Because I have no idea if I'm going to sell anything or not. I'm going to try, but doesn't mean people will buy it. So we're going to put that over there with a note. And then, oh, what's this? Ezreal got torn somehow. I didn't see that when I was first looking at it. That looks like a tape snag. Oh, well. All right. So we got Ezreal number 5 from 2009. I was going to put this in the sell file, but it is damaged, so I'm not going to. I'm going to put that in the personal collection instead, just because I don't want to deal with people complaining about damaged books. I mean, if they're, it's one thing if they're not perfect, but that's an actual tear, and I can actually glue that deck down with a glue stick or something for my personal collection and not even notice the difference. So, Bloodfire from Lightning Comics. This is issue number 4. Now, not only have I never heard of this comic, but I've never heard of this publisher, Lightning Comics. So, this was from 93, 94 series. This is number 4. So it is going in the sell pile in case somebody wants it. And you know what? And right, I should mention too that after not yet, but after the claim sales start, I do want to give a perk to the people that have been watching for a long time, the ones that watch all the videos, not just the people that show up for the claim sale. So if I'm ever going through a box of comics and I'm saying, okay, this one's going for sale, and it's something you want and you're watching, tell me you want it. Let me know. I'll set it aside for you. I'll save books until there's a decent amount, so you're not we're not dealing with one book at a time or something. And I will set books aside and save them for you. So, well, that's a little perk, for just watching the show, I guess. Here we got Bloodshot Reborn number 3 from Valiant. This is the 93, 94 series. So that's going to go in the sale column also. Yeah, we'll sell that one. Ooh, Camelot 3000 number 1. Because these came in a trade, I was considering putting this in the trade pile, but you know what? There's already a Camelot 3000 in the trades. I just showed it to you. Or no, well, I don't know if I showed you that one or not, but there's one in there. So this one's actually going to go for sale also. All right, yeah. Just because there's already one in for trade. Otherwise, I'd put it in the trade because I know there's quite a few of the Camelot 3000s in there. There's not a full set, but there's quite a few of them. Conan the Barbarian number 208. That one's going in the personal collection. That's from the 80s. Then an issue I don't have. Convergence Infinity Inc. number 1. This is going into the trade, actually. This is going into trade because I have all those other Convergence issues in there. So we got to start a new stack. Let me put down trade. Get that taken care of. So that'll be going in the trade pile as well. Countdown number 51. I have one of these. Let's see. It's got a nice cover. It's got a nice trifold cover on here. So I've been wrestling on this one too, whether I should trade it or sell it or offer it for sale. I'm going to trade it. It's these are traders that somebody traded into me. I'm going to go ahead and trade it. So we're going to stick that in the trade pile as well. And that's another series that I'm keeping. I'm trying to put the whole set together because I don't think I have a whole lot more issues before I have the full set. So this one is Crypt number 1 from Image. And kind of typical 90s Image art in this one. Yeah, that one's definitely going in the cell. just not one that really fits my wheelhouse right here. And it kills me to sell anything. I don't want to sell them. But something's got to give. So we're just going to make the best of it and make it work. So here we have Cyberforce number 8. It's another Image 90s comic. This one is going to go in the cell column as well. But cool stuff. Darkness number 28. Obviously, co-starring Witchblade. Great cover. And yeah, Witchblade. I'd like to... I'd like to get to know her better. Yeah, Darkness number 28. That's going in the sale column 2. Destroyer number 2 from Marvel. It's 91-92 series. It was a 4-issue miniseries. This is number 2. And yeah, it's going into the cell column. Elf Warrior number 1. Very cool. This was a 4-issue series. It's black and white from the Adventurers. It's in the 80s, so this one's going into the personal collection as well. Just gorgeous black and white art. Just really nicely done. Let's take a look here. Just very much in the style of the old Marvel black and whites, to me anyway. That's what it looks like. So, yeah, I really digging that one. That's cool. Final Crisis Rogue's Revenge. This is number 1. I don't know how many different Final Crisis issues there are. I have a whole bunch of them. I didn't have this one. This was a 3-issue miniseries. And I thought about collecting this entire set of series as well. But, yeah, I'm not going to. Something's got to give. So I have to sell something. So if I start rationalizing everything, I'll just never sell anything. So here we have Ghosted number 5 from Image. So that's going to go in the sell column 2. And like I said, these are in the collection until they sell. So and that could change, if I'm getting in a situation where I have enough money coming in and I don't need to do the sales and I can start collecting everything again, that'd be great. So, Goners #1 from Image. This was a 6-issue series from 2014. This is #1. And you guessed it, that one's going in the cell column as well. Green Lantern '67. This is the 1990 to 2004 series. And this one is from. What is this from? I can't read it. I need my magnifying glass, and it's. Oh, there it is. I thought it was buried under the books. It's not. This is 95. This was from. So, Silenced by Sonar. Oh, is that the new Sonar? I didn't know there was a new Sonar. I remember the old Sonar. That used to be a Green Lantern villain. But I guess if they got a new Green Lantern, they should have a new Sonar. I don't know. Looks like a fun issue. But it's going in the cell column because it's from the 90s. And here's number 104 from the same one. You got Green Lantern, the new Green Arrow. What's his name? Connor Hawk, I think. And so, yeah, that one's going to go into the cell column as well. Green Lantern Corps. Let's see, this is number 28 from the 2011 New 52 series. This one as well is going to go into... That's cool. But it's going in the cell column. It's not that cool that I can't sell it because honestly I don't have that many issues of these series from the Green Lantern stuff. So it was one of the series that I was kind of putting off to save for later. I have some, but not a lot. Guide Gardner number 14 from 1992 series. That's going into the cell column. Hawkman 47 and 48 from the 2002 series. These are both going into the cell column as well. Let's check it out. The art's pretty good. Looks like they're actually battling Blackfire in this one. You got Hawk Girl, Hawkman. Adam Strange shows up. And apparently they go to bed together. And here we go, Hero Hotline #1 of 6. And this barely squeaked into the 80s. This is from 1989, so we're going to go ahead and keep that. Immortal Hulk #0. This is from 2020. And this says it's going into the collection because of damage. So, yeah, there's some marks on the cover right here. You can see that. That's not something I'm going to try and pawn off on anybody in a sale or a trade. So, I don't know if it shows up. But there's basically 2 really bad lines going through the whole comic right here. Yeah, and it goes into the next pages, actually. It looks like somebody cut it with a razor blade when they were opening a box or something. So it is complete. It's going in my collection. So Incredible Hulk 289. This one's got heavy water damage. It looks like somebody spilled coffee on it. It's got a really bad stain here. It goes through the whole book towards the bottom. But look at that cover. Isn't that a great cover? That's an awesome cover. By Milgram. Yeah, Al Milgram. Man, that's just cool. So that's going in the personal collection as well. Got Justice League International 53 and 62. And I marked those for trade because, other than their Justice League International, they're nothing really all that special, I don't think. I already have this complete series. And so those are going in the trade pile. So we have 4 traders out of that set. Kazar the Savage #20. Got the wraparound cover that most of those issues have. And that's going into the collection. and Larfleeze number 2. So apparently they gave this jerk like 12 issues of his own series for some reason. This is number 2, and if you're a fan of the character, it is yours for $2 because it is going into the claim sale. Magnus Robot Fighter number 31. I decided to sell this one, even though it's got this cool cover. It is not. It's from the 90s, so it's yeah. Eventually, I'll get them back. What's this one? Marvel Double Feature, Thunderstrike, and Cold Blue. So what this is basically Thunderstrike number 15, and then it's a flip book with Cold Blue, and they had 4 issues like that. And it says I'm going to sell it, so we're going to try and sell it. And this is a series or character or both that I've never heard of. It's Mosaic from Marvel. This is issue number 2. It looks like it could be a fun character. I glanced through it earlier, and it does have Captain America making an appearance here, so it is in the Marvel Universe, and just a character I hadn't heard of before. So looks pretty neat. It's going in the sell, but it's going into the sell column. New Teen Titans. This is number 23, and I already have this one, but it is a gorgeous copy. A little bit of a bend on the back cover, like it got squished a little bit in the last couple pages, but great cover. Nothing really wrong with it, and nice pages. So that's actually going into the sell column because I think that's something that'll sell. New Teen Titans Annual. This is number 1. I've got this one. It does have a little bit of a corner crush going on the bottom cover, in the front and the back. It's got little tiny tears along the edge. So I'm going to throw this one in the trade. This is a beautiful book, though. But like I said, I already have a nice copy. And so this one's going in. It's got some pinups, and it's going in the trade pile as well. And since these are traders that have come in, I hope nobody minds that I'm going to try and sell them. I'm going to try and trade them. I'm going to keep some of them. It's just, with the new status quo of me needing to sell some books and cut down on the collection, I'm concentrating on stuff before 1990. I probably haven't explained that this episode. I've explained it earlier. But in case you're just getting caught up, my income got cut in half, and I can't afford to buy the comics anymore like I have been unless I can make them pay for themselves. So what I've decided to do is concentrate on, for my personal collection, is mostly stuff from before 1990. There are some series that I will still keep: Batman, Detective, Action, Amazing Spider-Man, stuff like that has a really long run. I don't really want to try and put the issues back together again. I'm making good progress at putting a nice long run together on them. And so there are certain series where I'm going to keep those issues. They won't come up for sale unless I have a double. But for the most part, anything after 1989 is fair game to sell off. And then occasionally I'll put something in trading because I want to still trade. That's fun. You guys are having fun. I'm having fun. It hasn't slowed down since we started doing it. I've gotten to trade at least one trade a week, it seems like, since we started doing it. And it's just fun. So, all right, let's continue. This is a lot of books. New Titans. This is New Teen Titans. No, New Titans number 59. And I had this one already, and it's a nice copy. It's really in nice shape, but I am going to put it in the trading pile. Just because I don't really know why I'm not trying to sell it. because it would probably sell. This one's New Titans 81. This one I did not have. And even though it's a 90s book, it's still the original, basically the original Teen Titans run. Still got Wolfman writing it, even though George Perez had left by this point. This is a War of the Gods crossover. So yeah, this one's got a lot going for it. And since I don't have it yet, I'm going to go ahead and stick that in the collection too. Nexus number 50. This is the Nexus Badger crossover concludes. So we looked at Badger number 50 a while back. This is Nexus number 50. And apparently it continues from that. It didn't look to me like it was a crossover where it was continued, but I didn't take that close of a look at it. This is from the 80s, so it is going in the collection. And I'm keeping that one. Night Force number 1. What to do with Night Force number 1? I have one. I've given some away. I've traded one. And now I have another one. So what should we do with it? This is a really nice copy. It's very white. There isn't really any dirt on it that I can see. Oh, even the back is nice. Nice and clean. Yeah. This might be the best copy I've had. I mean, this is about the 4th one since I started doing it, I think. You know what? I would buy that for $2, so I'm going to throw it in the sell pile. Ninja Elite number 1. Seems like we just saw one of these not too long ago. I do have one, so I know I just got one of these in. This is from 1987. It's black and white. Got really nice art. But I have it, so it's going to go into the sell file. It does have some spine ticks, but beautiful art in it. This one's not a comic book. This is the official Marvel Index to the Avengers number 1. So I used to have all these indexes. Actually, I still have most of these, but they are beat up like you would not believe. So this one's going into my collection. Because I love the indexes. I know I didn't have those written down that I had those, but because they're so beat up, I just didn't bother to list them. So I'm going to keep that one too. Omega Man number 8, where we are on that. I know I've got the full set except for the first appearance of Lobo. And let's see, I got this one. I have one in trade already, so this one's going to go in the sell pile. Outsiders number 38. This one is from 2011, around in there. Ted Didio, Keith Giffen, Scott Koblish. Yeah, I like the Outsiders. I like the original team. I haven't gotten around to reading any of the other versions of the team. This one's going in the sell pile. I'll get it back someday. Quasar number 24. I have it. And I don't have very many Marvels anymore in the traders, so I'm going to stick this one in the traders. Looks like a nice copy. This is a series I don't know anything about. It's from Image. It's called Reaver. It's got 11 issues to date. Started in 2019. According to the comics database, it is still being published, but they lost track of some stuff during COVID, so it's hard to tell if it's still being published or not. It looks like it could be interesting. I don't really grasp the concept, just flipping through them. We got issue number 2 and issue number 3. And it could be fun. But I don't know anything about them, so they're going into the sale column. Shadowhawk, number 2 from Image. This is from 2005. Zapped. And I flipped through this one. It looks like fun, but it's going into the trade, or going into the sell pile. Here we have Dr. Solar, Man of the Atom. This is number 13. I've got it. And I'm going to put that in trade also. And here we have a really beat up copy of Spectacular Spider-Man. I actually went through and taped the spine of this. It had a bad rip at the top, and the rest of the spine was really wearing out. It's just got bad folds in it. It's not in very good shape, but it is complete, and I don't have it, so it's the right age, so it's going into my personal collection. Spider-Man Unlimited. This is number 11, and at first I was going to try and sell this, but I realized somebody put a UPC sticker on it, so it's got a big ugly sticker on the front, so it's going into the trade. I don't want to try and sell it with the big sticker on it. Spider-Woman number 1 from the mini-series, same deal. It had a price sticker up here I managed to get off, but I could not get this big sticker off without ruining the book. So this one's going into trade at 2, I believe. Yep. I already have that one, otherwise I'd keep it. Any damaged books that I don't have, even if they're from later series, I'm just going to go ahead and keep instead of trying to pawn them off on somebody else. But in that case, I've already got it, so somebody else might want it. And this was a surprise. Star Trek number 2 from the Marvel series. They did an 18-issue Star Trek series back in the 80s. I've actually been bidding on a few of these, and I'm not a big Star Trek fan, but I thought it would be a fun series to put together. But I always get outbid on them because it's Star Trek. So this was cool. This one's definitely going into this my collection. It's number 2. It looks like it's in great shape, and I think it actually might be worth a little bit, but I don't know for sure. Steel the Indestructible Man from 1978. This is issue number 2. Nice copy of this. I have the full set, so I don't need it. But this is something that, because I'm going to start selling off a lot of modern books, when I see something like this, if it's in nice enough shape, I'm going to go ahead and sell it. So that's going there. We got Superman number 14 from the John Byrne reboot from the 87s, 88s, around in there. This is number 14 with Green Lantern. It's in really nice shape. And it's going in the sell column too. And then we have number 105 with the other Green Lantern, Kyle Rayner. So basically almost 190 issues, basically 90 issues later. There's a... sorry, lost my train of thought. Superman 105. This is from the 90s, so it's going in the sale column too. And Superman 14 I already have, that's why I'm not keeping it. So Superman Man of Steel for number 49, that's going to go in the sell column. I have, and just because I'm putting it to, I should mention that just because I'm putting stuff in the sale column, I have so many comic books I'm going through, I may never get around to selling it. And you'll see by the end of the episode, you'll see what I mean. Because not only do I have the boxes of 90s and 2000s and 2010s and so forth to go through with just a few series that I'm going to keep, I haven't even touched the Comics Den books yet that I showed in a previous episode of me unloading the car. We haven't even gone through those yet. So I got all those to go through in the next couple weeks or so. Here's Teen Titans number 14. This one's going to sell too. I don't have this one, but it is 90s. I don't really know anything about Teen Titans too much. I do have quite a few of the first issues. I think I have like the first 12 issues of it, but I don't have the rest of them. Yeah, I'm gonna put it in the sell column for now. Teen Titans number 42, Blue Devil, Kid Devil. Looks like a cool issue. This looks like something I would want to read. But I don't really have any context to it. I don't have a whole lot of issues from that series, so it's going in the cell column too. We got Thor Annual number 14, I'm sorry, number 14. I have this one, so it's going to go into the cell column. Get it out of this bag and take a look. Oh, no, it's not. It's got a big rip out of the cover that I didn't see. So I'm not going to sell that one. Yeah, I guess it'll go to trade. Yeah, it's going to go to traders. So, because I already have one. So, then we have Unwritten Apocalypse. This is number 2 from a 12-issue series. It's from DC's Vertigo line. Must have been shortly before they stopped doing Vertigos. And can't really tell anything by just looking through it. Got a lot of spine ticks on it, but I guess there's blood coming out of this book she's reading. And we're going to put it in the cell column. I don't really know what else to do with it. So maybe somebody will need it. Violator versus Badrock, number 3. That one's going into the cell column as well. That's from 1995. Got Voidwalker, number 2, from Alterna Comics. A 4-issue limited series that I've never heard of. That's going in the cell column. Warlord, number 113. I don't have that one, so it is going in my collection of Warlord comics. And this is from the 80s. Got some babes on the cover. And I don't think this is Mike Grell. I don't think that's him on the cover either, because I don't see a signature, and he always signs. So, but anyway, I don't have that issue. It's going into the collection. Wildcat Source Book. It's got an embossed cover. It's kind of like a who's who for Wildcats characters. This was the first issue. There was a second issue in 94. This one's from 93. And even though it's from the 90s, and even though I don't collect these books, I really, really like the who's who type books. So I'm going to hold on to this one. And I think these are pretty easy to come by. So, Wonder Woman Special number 1 from 92. Huh. Never heard of this. Okay. So, different times DC would do specials instead of annuals. Sometimes they would do an annual and a special for the same series in the same year. This one is from 92. The art's pretty simplistic in it, but it is a Wonder Woman book, which are hard to come by, actually. You don't see them in the dollar bins much. So I'm going to go ahead and keep this one in the collection as well. So we ended up with a nice little stack for the collection, for the permanent collection. And we have a nice stack of books to go in the sale column. And then we have a nice little stack of books to go into the trading column. So let me think here for a minute. Somewhere here I have a list of the traders I showed you earlier, because I have to put those into the trading program on the website. So we're just going to add these to that list, and I'm going to put that somewhere where I will use it, because it has to. I don't want to put them on the internet until this issue airs, so everybody has the same chance to get them. And I don't want this sticking to the cover of an actual book. Let me put one with a bag on it on top. So these are going to get put into the collection. These are going to get my date stickers. They're going to get bagged and boarded, and date stickers put on them so they can go into my collection. And then these are going to go into the boxes of stuff that I, at some point, will show on a claim sale. So we're going to grab the camera, And walk with me for a second. Now we're going to go put these in that box, and I want to show you what those boxes look like. So here we are. This box. These are all issues I pretty much got. I was going through books the last couple of days. But then this box is also, and so is the box under that, and this box back here. So those are all ones that have been identified to go to the claim sales at $2 a pop. And the $2 includes shipping. So, yeah, and there's tons more. There's a cool Disney tapestry that was hanging in the living room. We rearranged some things while my sister was here, so it's temporarily stored in here. But behind that is comics. Over here's comics. This entire stack here. Those long boxes, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 long boxes. These are all 90s books. So everything that's in there is potentially usable in a claim sale. I'm going to keep the Disney books because that's been a collection of mine for a long time, the Disney comics. And I know there's quite a few of those in it, but everything else, all the superhero stuff, most of that is going to be up for grabs at some point. So yeah, let's talk. Let me come back over here. Hey, there you are. So yeah, trade sales. Let me see where I'm at on my list here. We did the trading. And so the live streams are, when's this going to air? This is going to air, this is the day after Christmas Spectacular. Of course it is. Yes. Okay. So, this coming Saturday, when you watch this coming Saturday, I will be doing a live stream, but I won't be selling during that live stream. Not yet. We won't be selling till after New Year's. So that live stream, I'm just kind of claiming my territory, so to speak. And it's going to air. We're going to go live 10:30 Eastern time on Saturday, approximately 10:30. Because what I'm going to do is I'm going to sit here at this desk and prepare for the live show. And while I'm doing that, I'm going to watch my friends on the Comic Book Memories show, Shannon and Dr. Silver Age. So we're going to watch them while we prepare. And then when they're done with their show, I'm going to go live with my show. So they don't know it yet, but they're kind of my pre-show. So I'll be in chat with them, and I'll be basically inviting people to come to my live show. And so what we're going to do this Saturday is I'll be going through more books and deciding where they're going. Are they going to the claim sale? Are they going to my collection? Are they going to trading? Where are they going to go? Most books from here on out, until I get low on traders again, will go to either my collection, depending on age and if I have it, or going to sale, depending on condition, age, and whether I have it. And so that's that. I'm not sure how long we've been recording. I know this will only go for 2 hours. We're a little over an hour. So the next Saturday, let me pull up a calendar on my laptop here. So yes, this is airing to 26. So on the 30th, we'll have a live stream, but we won't be selling. We'll be going through long boxes, deciding what to sell. And actually we'll be going through long boxes most of the rest of this week to do that. So we are, and then January 6th will be my first claim sale. And so the way the claim sale is going to work is I'm going to show books, and hopefully I'll figure out this glare thing and be able to show them properly. I'll be working on that all week to figure that out. And I'm not, I'm not looking to make a killing on these books. I'm just looking to get some money back so that I continue to buy books and fund the channel. So, I mean, you guys, you've seen what I pay for the books. Sometimes it's 30 cents, sometimes it's $1.50. It's just depends on what the book is, and so on and so forth. So, um, and shipping's expensive, and if somebody only wants like one book, and I sell it to them for $2 with shipping included, I'm probably going to lose money. So, but that's the price, $2 with shipping. So you don't have to worry about shipping. I will only ship to the United States, just so you guys know. Sorry, it's just you know what it's like on the shipping international. It's just crazy. So, you can pay using PayPal. So if you don't have PayPal, please get it. It's a great thing to have. It's protected me quite a few times when people haven't shipped me books and done what they were supposed to do. And 3 or 4 times I've had to get my money back over the years for different things. So it's a good thing to have. And that's pretty much it. It's $2 a book. It will, and basically you'll just claim in the comments that you want the book. I'll set it aside with your name on it. They'll ship when you pay me. So, and if you want to build it up, you get 10, 20 books, it's better to do it that way. It's still going to be $2 a book. I'm not going to break down the shipping. The shipping is what it is. So yeah, if it's $40, it's going to be $80 for the 40 books. I might throw some extra books in, but I'm not going to cut the price. So that's the way it's going to go. We'll see how it goes. Maybe people will buy stuff. Maybe people won't. I don't know. Maybe people won't even watch because of the time I'm doing it. I don't really know. It's all a great big experiment. So that's what's going on with that. And we actually have, let me turn this camera back around again. This is a long box here. Let me get the traders out of the way and my collection books out of the way. This long box here, we haven't gone through this yet. I got these off of Hip Comics. They came out at $1.21 a book. I got them in a while ago. This was before I decided I was going to have to sell stuff. There's a bunch of modern books in here. So a lot of these are going to be going into the sale. And that's probably what we'll start doing here tomorrow. Yeah, tomorrow. I think I've got scheduled tomorrow to start going through this box. This is not the Comics Den books. We're not to those yet. We still have all of these books, not counting the ones on top. Those are the ones I'm going to send to the Kendall Kid. But this short box, this long box, and these long boxes back here, those are all the books from the Comics Den that we haven't gone through yet. I've gone through them and listed them into the system with me owning them. That's something else I have to figure out is I'm going to have to go through the list and start taking books out when they sell. It's going to get complicated. But anyway, that's what's going on there. So I hope you'll be able to set aside some time to join me on the live stream. Hopefully you still have a little money left after Christmas that you won't mind spending on some books. But if you don't, that's okay. And you know what? We're still just hanging out. We're still just going through books. It's not a big deal. Even though I'm trying to sell stuff, you are don't feel obligated. Don't feel like you need to buy something. Just come hang out. Just come hang out. We're going to be going through, but the one thing that is going to change a little bit is I'm going to be going. All right, and I'm back. Sorry about that, guys. So, lesson learned. When I'm doing something this long, I have to actually have my laptop plugged in because apparently the battery, even though it was fully charged, does not last all that long. So, this is why I do these things, so that when I'm actually doing a live show, hopefully I don't screw it up. But anyway, so not sure where it cut off on me. I was talking about these long boxes and how I'm going to be going through these things. Let me turn it around. Here we are. So I got this box of comics to go through. Haven't done these yet. These are not the Comics Den books. These are the Comics Den books over here. Got this short box, this long box over here, and then 4 more long boxes stacked here in the closet. So haven't shown any of those books yet. We're going to start doing that tomorrow. We're going to start going through this long box that wasn't part of the Comics Den thing, and it's going to take a little bit longer because what I'm going to do is we're going to take the books, we're going to set them up here, and I'm going to work on the glare issue before I record tomorrow's episode. And I'll set it up here, and we'll go through, and hopefully I can raise this up or lower the camera or something, and get a better view. And I'll work on the light to get rid of that glare. But basically, it's going to take a little bit longer because I'm going to analyze each one. Do I have it? Is it, is it in good enough condition to sell? If I don't need it in my collection, first of all, that's the first consideration. Is it going in my collection? If it's not, is it in good enough shape to sell? And go from there, because I'm going to have to make decisions on all this stuff as I go through it. And it's easier to just do it all at the same time. That way, you guys still get to see the books. We get to see inside a little bit. And it promotes the show. It'll promote the live streams where I'm going to actually be selling this stuff. So, all right. So where are we at for time? We're at like an hour and 20 minutes, something like that. So real quick, I'm just going to show the books that I'm going to be shipping to Kendall. Most of these are out of bags, so the glare shouldn't be too bad. So you guys can see what he got. Like I said, he didn't actually choose any books. He just requested Marvel. So I went through and pulled all the Marvel. I pulled a couple Batman to get to the 64 count because or 69, whatever it was. He sent me a lot of books. It was the most books anybody sent me yet. So we got Daredevil 273, Daredevil 41 from the Marvel Knight series, Web of Spider-Man 112, Uncanny Avengers number 17, Batman Eternal number 3, Batman Return to the Wedding, Nightwing versus Hush, Web of Spider-Man 104, Wolverine and the X-Men 27, Wolverine Saga Book 2, X-Factor 93, X-Factor 95, X-Factor 96, X-Factor number 113, X-Men number 30, where Scott and Jean get married, X-Men 96 Annual, X-Men Unlimited number 3, Ultimates 2 number 6, X-Men Unlimited number I think that's an 8. Yes, it's an 8. X-Men Unlimited 12, Extreme X-Men 16, Extreme X-Men 36, really gorgeous storm cover. Fantastic Four 2099 number 4, Future Imperfect number 1 with a great Maestro cover. Hell's Angel number 1, Daredevil 99, that one's a little beat up. Daredevil 105, again that's beat up. Death's Head 2 number 1, Death's Head 2 and the Origin of Die Cut number 1, Excalibur 73, Exiles number 20 with that cool Sasquatch cover. And this is the Extraordinary X-Men number 1 from 2016. Fantastic Four 36, Diablo cover. Number 37. Number 549. Incredible Hulk 385. Iron Man 278. Iron Man 403. Invincible Iron Man number 2 from the 96 series. Invincible Iron Man 413. Iron Man, Director of S.H.I.E.L.D. number 20. Director of S.H.I.E.L.D. 23. Khazar number 4 from 1974. Marvel Fanfare 47. Marvel Fanfare 15. Marvel Fanfare 14. Uncanny X-Men number 324. Uncanny X-Men number 9. Obviously a newer series. Spider-Man Team Up featuring Gambit and Howard the Duck number 5. You got a problem with that? That's what it says there. I'm not saying. Alpha Flight number 6 from the newer series. Got a gatefold cover that's just a like a rehash of what came before. Got Avengers 310, Avengers 380, Avengers 382, Avengers 401, Avengers 478 or 6, 478, I think. This is Avengers number 30 from the when Perez started doing the art for the full series, when they rebooted it. This is Avengers 494. Avengers Academy number 11. Cable number 1 from that one is from 2008. Cable number 23. Cable number 25, the anniversary issue. You got the fold-out cover here that just continues to fold out. That's cool. I probably should have sold that one now that I'm selling, but we got to give the traders something good, man. Captain America 447, Daredevil 228, Daredevil 231, Daredevil 233. So those are going to go back into the magic shoebox. And we'll get those sent out. Let's get the packing material out of the way. When the packing material is the stuff they actually shove down in the shoes. I'm not criticizing. I just thought that was pretty funny, actually. And so, yeah, these are going in with not much protection, but the ones he sent me were like this, and they arrived very nicely. I must have thicker issues because mine don't fit in there quite as well as his did. Got a little bit of extra room, but I think we'll be all right. Show those packing material back in there. See if I can get this lid closed. And I'll be good to go ahead and package that up, send it back to him. Hopefully he'll get it in time for Christmas. Because winning these boxes from you guys are just like Christmas every day, man. Great, great, great times. So, yeah, that's in there, so he's solid. I think that'll be all right. I might add some more packing material to it. But, okay, so that about does it. I think we covered just about everything I wanted to cover. I was actually planning on getting into that long box a little bit. But then the Magic Shoebox arrived today, and we did that instead. And I was still able to show you how I'm kind of going to go through and sort them. Except for the new books coming in, the long boxes. Most of those won't be traders. I probably won't add any more traders for a while until they get depleted more than what they are, especially now that I've just added a whole bunch more into there. So yeah, mostly it will be either, am I keeping it in my collection or am I going to try and sell it? Am I keeping it in my collection or am I going to try and sell it? So where is my camera? Oh, it's up here. Looking at it, trying to figure out why I'm not on camera. It's late, and I'm recording this. It's like 11, it's almost midnight, 15 minutes to midnight. So I hope everybody had a great holiday season. I hope you're having fun. I hope you're enjoying time with your loved ones and everything's good for you. This is been a challenging Christmas season for me, but when I'm filming this, it's still a week to go for Christmas. I think we're going to be all right. So, yeah, Mom got her new medication. She's doing good on that. We got a sliding shower seat installed so she can take showers again. I can just help her sit down on the seat and then slide her into the shower so she can shower herself, and that's going to help a lot. And what else? Oh, we got a big TV. We got a big TV. We went to a 65-inch TV from a 40-inch. I had a 40-inch TV, and Mom has trouble with her vision, so she wanted a bigger TV. So we got a bigger Roku TV, 60-inch. Yeah, 65 inch. 65 inch. Yeah, it was 65 inches. And then we got the Roku surround sound speakers. Those things are amazing. Wow. I mean, she still turns the sound up, but it's not annoying anymore. You know, the other sound off the cheap TV speakers was kind of annoying. The more you turned it up, the more annoying it got. These things, the sound on them is so natural, and it controls the sounds of the commercials. So if you have, if you're taking care of your mom or dad or an aged person, and they keep turning the TV up, and you know how sometimes when the commercials come on, they're like 10 times louder than the TV show. These speakers actually balance all that out, so it doesn't go loud. It's the same level of sound throughout, and it's just making a world of difference to my peace of mind. And she can understand them better because they're wireless speakers. I was able to sit them by her chair, and so now she's just enraptured by the TV because it's so big. She can see the pictures. She can follow the storyline again because she used to make up her own storylines based on what she was seeing. So that was kind of funny. Sometimes she'd think the good guy was the bad guy and vice versa and stuff. So it was kind of funny to hear her different comments on some of the shows she was watching. But now she just sits there and watches them and enjoys herself, and so that's good. That's good. And making it a little bit easier on me too. So thanks for watching, everybody. Please like and subscribe. I know this was a really long episode. Hopefully you enjoyed it. Things went terribly wrong a couple times, so that's usual. That's par for the course around here. And yeah, so I got to work on this whole camera thing for the live streams, claim sales, but we'll figure it out, and we will see you tomorrow. Hopefully I'll figure it out by tomorrow, because tomorrow's episode we're actually going to start going through the long box. This first long box, and then after that we'll get to the Comics Den long boxes, and then I've got some auction wins to show you, and some other stuff coming in too. So yeah, even though I said I wasn't going to buy any more comics, yeah, I bought more comics. So I'm bad. I'm addicted. What can I say? I didn't buy any short boxes. I didn't buy any long boxes. I didn't go crazy, but I did buy some eBays from Dr. Skull, because he's got some great stuff. You should check him out. And what else have I got over there? I think I got a box. I got some other box over there too that I think was my last order before I found out I wasn't going to be buying anymore. And then I have an order that I just did also that I didn't go crazy, but I got a really good deal. Some of the comics were only 10 cents a piece. So those will be coming in. I don't have them yet, but so we got lots of stuff to show you. I hope you'll stick around and enjoy some comics with me, and we'll see you tomorrow. We drop a new day every day at noon, except for Saturdays, because Saturdays we're going to start doing the live streams approximately at 12:30. So we'll see you then. Bye, guys. Have a good night.